So, I'm gonna make this pretty quick because I don't normally do music or album reviews on this channel, but since I'm a pretty big Eminem fan and have been from the beginning, and given his last album and then this surprise Kamikaze album, I wanted to speak on it a little bit. Um, First of all, the last album, Revival, I didn't care for at all. In fact, I didn't even listen to the full album. I'm not going to lie to you. I heard a couple tracks off of it. I was not impressed. Everyone was talking it, and I sort of agreed from what I heard of it. So, I'm very happy that he came out with this album so quickly afterwards and kind of redeemed himself. Like, proved once again that he is one of, if not the greatest rapper of all time. I thoroughly enjoy this thing, and I'm actually glad that I didn't. I've listened to it a few times now, and I'm glad that I didn't do a review on my first listen through, because if I would have, I probably wouldn't have been as nice. I didn't like it as much the very first time I heard it, and the main reason for that is I'm not a fan really of the choppy flow, and that's been kind of a recurring thing for him the last few albums. That's never been something that I enjoyed listening to. However, this album does way more than that, and shows once again, I think it's sort of similar to Marshall Mathers 2 because of how it shows his range and how he can do so many different styles. But yeah, right off the gate, the first track, The Ringer, reminded me of old school Eminem. I absolutely loved it. And then the follow-up, The Greatest, felt like early Eminem, and that's my favorite Eminem. Like, my list of Eminem albums basically goes in order, right? From like the first one, the first three, then I didn't really care for the fourth and maybe fifth. I don't know. The next one that I really enjoyed was Recovery, which I was surprised by. I thought at the time, like, I had written him off a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But Recovery showed me that he still had it, and he could still do it in the way that he did when he first came out. A few albums after that, like, I liked some of the tracks off of Marshall Mathers LP2, and it showed that he could do, like, speedy rap, which I was never convinced of before, and anytime he had tried it, I didn't really like it, but he's perfected that. Like, I feel like he can hang with, like, Twista or Tech Nine. Not quite as good as them, but he could definitely be on a track with them, and it wouldn't sound weird. So, and the song that really shows that on this album is Lucky You with Joyner Lucas. Like, I feel like he kills it in the speedy flow, like the speedy rap. He kills it. He does a fantastic job. There's not much difference between him and Joyner Lucas on this track when it comes to the speed and clarity of the lyrics. I really enjoyed the song Normal. I really like Stepping Stone. What Normal is like, one of those classic Eminem, like, relationship, shitty relationship, dysfunctional relationship songs that we all know him and love him for. Stepping Stone is about D12 and kind of the falling out there, and him saying, like, I never wanted to use you as a stepping stone, but it kind of seems like I did. I like Kamikaze. I will say that the two songs I didn't really care for, the ones with the Jesse Reyes, the Nice Guy and Good Guy, like, I just wasn't really feeling them, I'll be honest. It's whatever. I'll listen to them, like I said, but they didn't do anything special for me. All these other tracks I've listed, though, like, I think were pretty much fire. I enjoyed them all the way through. So if I didn't mention them, they probably didn't do a whole lot for me. But, dude, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 of the tracks on this that I really, really enjoy. So you can definitely say I thoroughly enjoyed this album. I feel like Eminem proved that he has not fallen off by any means, just because of his last album. So anyway, that's kind of my quick review of Kamikaze, the surprise album dropped by Eminem last week, and that's really all I got to say about it. Sorry for the shitty video quality. I'm at work, but I just wanted to talk about this for a few minutes. So if you like this type of thing where I do reviews of things or talk about random pop culture stuff or nerd shit, I'm into comic books, I'm into TV series, I'm into movies, I like doing reviews, and I like talking about upcoming shit you might not have heard of, movies that are coming out, series that are coming out that maybe you haven't heard about yet, in the next couple years. Anyway, that's kind of what I do here, is I just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. Whenever I feel like talking about it, I just fire up the camera and I do a one-take video. So if you're into that sort of thing or any of those sorts of things, subscribe to the channel for more. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.